Before you change your tire, make sure your car is parked on a flat surface. This way we ensure that our car won't roll while we're doing our tire change procedure. Also, whenever you loosen or tighten the nuts, always do it in a crisscross position. This way it allows the tire to always go on evenly. Alright, to start changing the tire, we have to identify the tools that we have today. This tool is known as a jack. Most cars come with different variations of jack, but they all have the same purpose, which is to raise the car. Along with the jack is a thing called the tire iron. It basically loosens the tire. This has a pointed edge to remove a hubcap if you have one. Today, however, I'm going to use some different tools. If you come to this side, what we have here is a hydraulic jack, a tire iron pipe that goes along with the hydraulic jack, and a jack stand. The hydraulic jack works in a similar way that the regular jack that comes with the car works with, except that it's much faster and it's also safer. The great thing about this one, it has 4 different sizes, so it works with various different cars. For this one, we'll find the appropriate size, and you start first by loosening the tires. Now that the tires are loose, our next procedure is to raise the car. You take the jack, you place it under the car. If you feel under the car, it has a reinforcement which supports the car while it's being raised. You always search for this part first, and then you raise the car. When you purchase your hydraulic jack, it comes with instructions of how to operate the jack, so that shouldn't be a problem. Once you get the instructions straight, then you could always use the jack in the appropriate manner. You raise the car. Make sure the tire is clear from the ground. If this tire were flat, you would always need to get it higher because the replacement tire will have more air in it, so it needs space on the ground in order for it to be mounted. A thing that comes with many hydraulic kits, maybe for an extra another $10 or so, is jack stands, which you usually place under the car while you're doing your repairs. When a jack stand is usually placed under the car, you remove your jack for safety. But because changing a tire is such a small procedure, we really don't need to remove the jack. So our next step is to remove the nuts. Now that nut's off, we can take the tire off. And safely put the tire to the side. A good practice that many people always use is to stick the old tire under the car. And that's if you don't have a jack stand, because that ensures if the jack fails, then the car will still be protected. To install the tire, you basically just do the opposite steps that you did to take it off. First, you get your tire. The practice that I always use is to spin the wheel hub till there is one point on top. So when you raise your tire to put it on, you at least have one nut to hook it on. Get the tire in the right position, raise it, fit it on. First, you put your nuts in by hand. Then you take your tire iron and you tighten it to the best of your ability while the car is still raised. The next step is to lower the car until the tire hits the ground. Before so, always remember to remove your jack stand. Then, with your tire iron again, tighten the nuts all the way. Next, you lower your jack all the way. Remove it from underneath the car, and your tire job is done.